It is your boy Chezzy, and today we're gonna be showing you how I made my PowerPoint presentation about Super Mario Adventure. So you can see that red thing right over here. It's called PowerPoint. That's what I used. So we're gonna collect that. This is loading Microsoft 365, Microsoft PowerPoint, starting Microsoft PowerPoint. It's starting, and here we start with a first with a presentation. So when you enter the system, immediately and automatically thinks that you want to create a presentation. So you want to start with this. But there's so many things to do. But the only thing you gotta do is click the file. We gotta click the file, guys, and then we gotta search for the two files named Super Bear Adventure. This one is the one. This PowerPoint presentation of Super Bear Adventure is the one I showed you in my last video. As you can see, here's the previews. I am just a kid who is presenting this. As of 2026, I am the 4th grade and still constantly fixing my grammar. If you want, you can motivate me by supporting this channel and continue to watch as we go. Thank you for reading this and supporting. I actually forgot to put bye. So the video that you saw earlier had a word missing. I'm sorry, but now I fixed it. Thank you. So this is all the things you need. This is the preview. This is the preview of how I made this PowerPoint presentation. Basically, what I did here is for the chapters, I removed the most for the chapters. For the chapters, I used only the text. I used no title. I put spaces on the title, but as you can see there, this one is named Gerald Play Care. You wanna know where that title is? I don't know where that title is, but I definitely hid it somewhere before this version was even finalized. So this is the preview. I realized it took 7 minutes to explain only 13 slides. Wow, that is crazy. I took 7 minutes just explaining 13 slides. Wow. Don't worry, I'm gonna upload a separate video, or maybe upload a separate video where I'll fix every problem I might see. But for now, that last video was the proper one. So let's want to go back to the file button. Then, as you can see here, this file's name is called Super Bear Adventure parenthesis prototype parenthesis. Now, you might be curious of what this prototype was, but it was just basically an older version of the Super Bear Adventure presentation that I made you saw. So, wait, somebody's calling me. I have to mute it for a sec. Sorry, my cousin was trying to get me to watch a YouTuber. So as you can see here, back this there's about a Super Bad Adventure that was supposedly a prototype. Now this is actually a version of the Super Bad presentation that I restored on a new file. As you can see, I saved it in, and made it a folder. I just named it that since new folder was already taken. As you can see here, there's two Super Bad Adventures. The one that was finalized and the other that is the prototype. There's really not much versions in the Super Bad Adventure version history. I'll make you see that later on. But we gotta get here to the prototype. So we collect this. It kind of loaded. So this is it. The first version of my Super Bad Adventure, the story and the lore presentation. As you can see, all of it is Cyan. Since I love Cyan, and I was very into cyber everything. By the way, cyber everything back then. So this is the first version I uploaded on probably like December 5 or December 9, 2025. Yeah, it was last year, 2000. It was last year, December 9 or December 5, I think. But I think it's December 5 since the second version of this was uploaded is December 9. I'm not really sure though. So this is the first version of this PowerPoint presentation. This was the first. This was the first version of my great PowerPoint. So as you can see here, I removed every single one of the title. I didn't have any before you move on. I didn't have any note. I didn't have anything. This was just a thing that I like to keep. I spent 7 minutes again just talking about 10 pages. 10 slides. Technically, that would be 23 slides. So as you can see here, I clearly did not finish this presentation. And let's go back. Sorry, I have maybe something. So, anyways, let's click Super Bad Adventure saved, and as you can see, there's a version history button. Pressed it, and this one is the current version. This one was the one that I showed you guys. As you can see, it's still downloading, but the only word I changed was adding a word. So why did it take this long? So we're here. So you see the buy is not there. Well, that's just an older version, which technically isn't an old version. Then we'll go back to the version history. As you can actually see, I actually got this from an older version since I modified. As you can see, right now, this day, July 23, some Americans in July 22, I have modified this a lot of times. I started on 1:45 p.m. and then went all the way to now. This was the this was this. You remember this was the thing that I restored? Stored or mocked? This is the one I fixed maybe. Yeah, I think this is version where I got this to fix. Since the document definitely looked different and did not look like anything. That's this. That's it. Minimize it. This was the December 15 one. And it's downloading. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but when I first opened this file after like 8 months, I think it was a completely different document. It wasn't about Super Bear Adventure. It was about anything. It was about my cousin. It was about my cousin. That was a presentation about my cousin, which was insane, of course. So it's still loading. Still loading. Let's just go this. Oh, this one, December 8th, was the first version I've ever uploaded, which was the prototype that you saw. So I'm going to load this. Still opening this, since this was from last year. Okay, finally loaded. As you can see, it looked nothing like it did. It was about my cousin, as you can see by her name here. Yes, that's a her. And he didn't even finish the whole document. The only thing he wrote was Angel is her name, then this, my BFF, let me introduce them. And then the rest is just an empty blank page. It copied this all the way to 10 slides, by the way, which was kind of confusing. This, since the document was named Super Bear Adventure, I thought nothing had happened, and realized this was what happened. No, maybe it was restored or something. I don't know. So as you can see, that is how I made it. How I made that. Also, so just for the sake of it, I have another PowerPoint presentation that I'll be ready for a future video called The History of My YouTube Channels. Yes, I actually had YouTube channels, not just one. The one you're seeing this as. You are seeing a person that has had multiple channels, all of them in different timelines, of course. And then this document is called Bridget Diary. This is when we had the computer in and we messed around with it. It started just with me writing Super Bear Adventure and stuff in the history of my YT channels. These were, I think, the only two I think. Moto winner is the Tony Luke, Nation 1, Super Bear Adventure, This Is Your. All this were messed by my cousins. Yes, I think they were messed by my cousins. I will try to find more things that's my boards. I don't know what. Me, my BF and my BFF. I don't know what that. That's my cousin, I think. I mean, there's a lot of presentations here, but my cousins. The only presentations I have here was the prototype Super Bad Adventure, which I recently restored, Super Bad Adventure, and the history of my YT channels. So that is it. It for today. Thank you for listening and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy and have a great day. See y'all.